some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Got his man downfield. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Slings it. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And now on second down for this offense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Lamb. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail. Unloads quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The balls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another...
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Downfield to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the the Vols will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds us back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does. Touchdown, Auburn! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Callow. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Tyree. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Lost the throw again. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Going to swing it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Auburn lines up quickly. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Harper. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, That'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He'll do it himself. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Past the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Tyreek. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of this slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Volunteer! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Has the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points.
Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Red pass, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safety. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big up. Be deep in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. As are forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Gonna run it. It's Tyree. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to him. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Vols are on the move. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They want that clock to run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you're
turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it, being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go.